Welcome back, statistics students. And what we're looking at is sample proportions. Why sample size matters. So basically the idea is that the larger your sample size, the better your study will be. But why is that? So I'm going to give an example. Here it says that we surveyed 60 moms and 44 said Thor was their favorite Avenger. I mean, come on, he is pretty. Okay, so if I wanted to find p hat, I would take 44, I divide it by 60, and you end up getting 0.7 with repeating 3. So if you guys are okay with this, we're just going to go ahead and round it to 0.73. Okay. More importantly, what I really want to look at is the standard error. Remember, standard error is like wiggle room. How much error is inherent in our study? So here I'd have p hat, 1 minus p hat, and then I divide by n my sample size. So that formula, again, p hat, 1 minus p hat divided by n. Okay, so if I calculate this, it turns out that I get about 5.7% inherent error in this problem. So it's saying basically that I could walk out 6% up and 6% down, and that is typical. That's giving a wide range or a wide wiggle room for whenever I want to capture anything. So if I was creating a confidence interval, right now this is allowing for a lot of spread, okay? Now, what happens if I go up and instead of having 60 moms, I now have 600 moms? And instead of 44, it's 440. Well, what'll happen is that this portion actually is going to end up staying the same, but where we're going to see the big difference is right here. So now if I take in my calculator and I do 0.73 times 0.27, and now I divide by 600, what you're going to find is that I shrunk my error all the way down to about 2% error. So basically, the moral of the story goes is that if you're going to do a study, have a larger sample size. It'll shrink it all down, shrink the error down. It'll tighten your study up. Things will be good. If you're just given these problems from a statistics book, then just be wary that if n is on the smaller side, as we first had, which was 60, you're going to have a lot of error and you're going to have a lot of wiggle room. So moral of the story is, if you're going to be doing the study, have n be large.